Hey, I'm back, and I have a special guest.
How y'all doing?
he he quiet type, so he won't talk much. But this vlog is gonna be about my birth, Jackson, our little baby boy. So we're starting off now. My due date was July 9th. He was born July 4th, 4th of July, our little firecracker baby. And this is how it happened. Okay, so I never experienced, my water didn't break, let me say that. My water did not break. I never got to experience that. Well, we didn't, because you didn't experience that with your first. No, so and that's the only thing we wanted to experience was the water breaking. But this is what happened. I went in for one of my prenatal checkups, and I was 39. I was 38.
38 weeks.
I was 38 weeks, because you sure it was 38 weeks? Well, 38, yeah. 39 weeks. You can't remember. That's why we should have did it back then. But I went and I was, only 1 centimeter dilated. And that was it. So my body wasn't really progressing like they wanted to. Like they wanted my body to. So we went in on a Tuesday for a checkup. Yeah. We went in on a Tuesday, and the doctor said, well, hey, would y'all like to have a baby? And we looked at each other and was like, yeah, like we was ready anyway. So she told us that we could go in tonight. No, she said she was going to call us. Yeah. Once we got home.
An hour later. She set it up.
Well, I had to wait for the phone call.
Yeah.
So we left. She didn't even do the check or nothing. She ain't checked me or nothing because she just said we having a baby. So we went home. On the way home, we got the phone call because she said the nurse will be calling us to schedule for us to come in, whatever. So on the way home, they called us. I don't know why they just didn't tell us there. And she was like, well, what day would you like? And I want it as soon as possible. And I didn't say the 4th because I didn't think, I'm thinking holiday. They're not going to schedule no baby for the holiday to be born. So I was just like, as soon as possible. And she was like, we come in the July 2nd because what happened is they wanted me to come in a day before they induced me because they wanted my body to...
They had to do the balloon, what's it called?
It's
the balloon.
It's something to prepare my body for labor. Yeah. So they didn't induce me Tuesday. They was preparing my body for that. So the next day. So we went to the hospital. I remember it was a Tuesday afternoon, 4:00.
Yeah, you was mad at me.
We was arguing. I threatened to leave and everything.
She ain't leaving.
I threatened to leave.
See where she at.
And we went to the hospital, got checked in. We apologized while we was in the hospital. While I was getting hooked up to IVs and everything.
I apologize.
Because he was in the wrong. That's why he apologized.
I'm never in the wrong anyway.
Mm-hmm. So, Tuesday on July 2nd, we went into the hospital at 4 p.m. They got me set up, checked in, registered, whatever. And they did I cannot think of the name of the procedure, but it was like a balloon that they put in me. It's to help my body, like help the cervix and all that start opening. And so, because like I said, I was only 1 centimeter and that was it. And I was 38 weeks.
You gotta tell them they gave her the IVs. So nurse tell her, don't look at the IV. What's the first thing she do? She look at that tomorrow.
No.
Cause it pass out.
This what happened. The nurse, we had a real sweet nurse. She was doing my IV fluids, and she did the arm, but wasn't working, so we had to do the hand. I was upset, and she was like, "Don't look while I do this." I'm thinking she's trying to prepare me, like just in case it hurts. So I'm not a needle fan. I don't like needles. So I'm like, "Oh, because I'm just talking to her, and she's doing it, and it didn't hurt." So I just glance. You know how you just glance down? Like I just glanced down, like you glance down at your watch, and I was like, "Oh, that's it. That's it." Out of nowhere, I started sweating, and I said, I can't breathe. Wait a minute. I thought something was going on, and she's like, I told you not to look. I was like, I thought that was just like an old wives' tale, like don't look, cause you gonna like, what's it, hyperventilate, like you gonna faint, something like. I was like, that's not, don't be good. Shit. She had to put the oxygen mask on me and everything. It was funny. I could not sleep because that little balloon, we gonna call it a balloon, because that's what it was a balloon. It's so uncomfortable. It seems like small, it's not gonna, it's so uncomfortable. It's like, I don't know, it's for the ladies. I don't know how to describe it. I don't know, I can't describe it. It's like having a big tampon in you all night, and you can't. And the bigger it gets, like it's supposed to leak fluid. No, not leak fluid.
It's supposed to expand,
when your
right?
body expand down there, it's supposed to slip out, and that's how you know your body
they
is
pump it up in there.
They put fluid in there to keep it in there, and then once your body starts expanding and dilating, that's when they tell you, okay, now you're ready for like labor, because not birth, but labor. So that never happened. It never came out. Wednesday now, July 3rd, they took the balloon out, whatever, and I did dilate some. I don't know the exact, but I did dilate some, and they started me on Pitocin, right?
That's to make the labor go faster?
Yeah. They started me on Pitocin, and we was just watching TV. Family came and left, came and went. So she had checked me again, and I was at a 5. I remember this. I was at 5, and I didn't feel no pain. Once they took that balloon out, I was so happy. You don't know how uncomfortable that is. For 12 hours, I could not sleep at all. I was so uncomfortable. I was at a 5, and she was like, you didn't feel any contractions or nothing? I was like, no. You know how they have the machine that records your contractions and everything. I didn't feel any of that. I ended up getting an epidural, only not because of me, because I was, like I said, I was in zero pain, zero. They only gave me the epidural to break my water. And that was really nice of Dr. Haddad. That's the doctor that delivered Jackson, Dr. Haddad. That was really nice of her, because she knew I was not liking them checkups. Like, she knew, like, no, she gonna have an epidural. And they gave me the epidural. I was 5 centimeters, and let me tell you, I was on cloud 10, not 9, 10. I couldn't feel nothing. He was laughing at me because my legs just went numb, like I couldn't feel anything. And it was funny because he was on the side of me, and they was down there breaking my water, and I'm laughing, we joking, and I'm like, okay, let me know.
She had her whole hand in there. She laughing like that's cool.
And I was like, let me know when y'all break my water. And they looked at me, they was like, your water has already been broke. And I was like, I looked at him like, babe, you didn't even tell me they broke my water. And he was like, he was laughing. You didn't feel no pain. And I didn't tell you. And I was like, well, how did it look? You know, I always wanted to see it. The water, I said, did a lot come out, babe? Was it like a gush, a flow? You said only a little. You said you seen blood.
Yeah, she put her hand up because I didn't really. Yeah, she did it real fast. So I didn't know.
Dr. Haddad is the best. I wish she would deliver my future kids. I'm gonna try to put that in the works. So, yeah, I didn't feel anything. I was so numb. It was a great feeling for a pregnant woman. Being 9 months pregnant, it was a great feeling at the time, and everything was going good. We was going smooth. I got to 7.
Yeah, you stopped. That's where she stopped. It was at 7.
Yeah, and it was like, what time was it? Was it like 5 p.m., 6 p.m. when they checked me, I was 7 centimeters.
Yeah, it was in the
Because we thought, because how I was progressing, because I went from 5 to 7, I was like, okay, he might come. Because, once your water break, that's when everything's supposed to pick up. That's why they wanted to do it, so everything could pick up. So we thought that he was going to be born July 3rd. In my head, I said, it would be nice if he was born on the 4th of July. Have a little holiday baby. It'd be so cute. But not really thinking that was going to happen. I'm thinking he's coming July 3rd. He'll be here by 10 o'clock.
That's what they said.
Yeah, exactly. That's what they said. 10 o'clock, we'll be holding our little bundle of joy. Let me tell you something. 10 o'clock came and went, okay? And I was still at a 7. My mama, my daddy, my sister, my grandma, everyone came. I was still at a 7. So I don't know what happened. My body just shut down. And it wasn't him. The doctor said it wasn't him because he was coming down. I had just stopped progressing. Like, my body was like, all right, I'm done. That's it. That's all we doing. So they did the peanut, which I don't know if y'all seen. It's peanut. It looked like a big peanut. Like a cashew, like the little peanut little mascot on there. It looked like that. They put between your legs.
I don't know why. What is that for?
It helps you dilate. And the shit works. It helps you dilate.
You was crying.
I was crying. Let me tell you, because around that time, the epidural was wearing off. Because that was, 5-6 hours later.
Yeah.
The epidural was wearing off. And that peanut, they put it between your legs, and you could lay on your side. They prefer you lay on your side. Let me tell you, I
don't want that damn peanut. She was cutting up. I should have recorded that.
You should have.
You
should have.
I would have been like,
let me tell you, that peanut works. I was in so much pain because remember, I didn't feel no pain, 0 pain, and then I got the epidural. I wasn't in pain, so I didn't know how contraction felt. Well, now I do. I didn't know how contraction felt, how anything felt. Man, when they came, they started hit. Oh my! I was crying. I was yelling at the nurse. I was yelling at my family. They kept saying, breathe, Mo. I said, I could breathe. I want him out. My breathing is fine. But I was still at a 7, though, which is weird. I was still at a 7. And how my doctor explained to us what happened was why I was feeling so much pain besides the epidural wearing off is because he was coming down. He was trying to come out. He was ready to come out, honestly. He was coming down, but I still had a little bit of cervix left.
Yeah.
So it was like this. It's like this. Like they just bumping heads. He can't get over the cervix. Like this is a wall. And it was pressure. It's pressure, pressure, pain, pain. And I'm just like, I'm feeling all that. And it's getting worse because now he really it was getting bad. And 10 o'clock came, no. 11 o'clock, no. Okay, 1 in the morning, now it's the 4th of July. 1 in the morning, I can't sit still. I kept moving. I had to ask the nurse, I want to sit up, I want to turn.
Yeah, they didn't want you to sit up. You had the peanut at that time, so they said don't sit up, just, lay down and see what happens.
I didn't care. I didn't listen. I was in pain. I'm thinking, like, let me just sit up because I was getting the back contractions. Them things hurt. Them back contractions, like, well, let me sit up. I'm laying down. Let me sit up. Let me get comfortable. No, it didn't work. And they kept saying, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. So I think it was 3-something.
That was like 3:45.
3:45. My doctor had came back because she was delivering another baby. Jackson was not the only 4th of July baby in our hospital. It was, I think, one more or two other. Yeah, two other. And it was we was all in the same unit. We was all next to each other. So she was delivering another baby. So I'm in pain. And I'm like, I just want an epidural. I was yelling at him like, go get the doctor. Because you know how you tell the nurse, go get the doctor. I'm in pain. I was yelling for a C-section. I just want a C-section because by then it's been so many hours. And I know if you don't progress in a certain amount of hours, they will offer a C-section. I wanted to do a vaginal birth, but listen, no one wasn't hearing me. I was in too much pain, and I kept saying, "What if I'm gonna push him out? I'm ready to push."
But remember, the nurse, she kept saying, "I'm ready to push." The nurse checked her and said she's at a 10.
Yeah. She said I was
but that nurse
fully dilated, and I was still at a 7.
That nurse she was aggravated. Like, I don't know why. That's her job.
I was yelling in her ear.
She checked and said she's a 10. So the doctor came in and checked behind her. Was like, no, she's still at a 7.
It still has cervix.
If she would have pushed, she would have ripped.
I'd have been bad. I'd have been bad.
That would have been worse.
I'd have been like, ooh.
Yeah.
Worse. I would have been tearing bad. But it was, I had to push. The feeling, I'm trying to describe it for the first time moms. Like, a lot of my coworkers are first time moms. So if y'all watching this, Kim and Linda, let me tell you, when they say you will feel your body have to push, because I'm like, how am I supposed to know when to push? Like, I ain't gonna know. The doctor gonna tell me lies. Your body will tell you, because it felt like I had to poop times 10. Like, okay, you ever rush home to use the bathroom? That's how it felt. I was squeezing my legs together. Honestly, this is how I was thinking. I need to hold my legs together, because if I open these legs, this baby is going to fly out. Because that's how I'm going to push, and he going to come on out. That's how it felt. And I kept saying, I think I told you, I feel like I got a shit. I was like, I got to poop. I feel like I got to poop really, really bad, y'all. I got to go. I got to push. He's ready to come. But like I said, that was because of them button heads. Like, the cervix was here. He was here. He couldn't get over. So they say that's why it was so intense. Hopefully next go around, it won't be like that. It won't be like that. Because it was my body's fault. It wasn't his. So I'm a little scared. But Dr. Haddad finally made it in. It was like 3:45. And she's like, yeah, it's time for a C-section. Like he said, she had a double check the nurse. And I was still at a 7. And I was so happy. I was so happy and relieved. Like, they gave me another epidural. And let me say, that epidural hit not even 2 minutes. I was in La La Land.
She was laughing. Ooh, can I buy y'all nurses coffee?
I owe all of nurses up there iced coffee.
Except that one that...
No, I owe her iced coffee because I was yelling at her in her ear.
She would have made you push.
Yeah, that would have been bad. That would have been... Sorry, that would have been a lawsuit. Because I would have tore really bad. Like, I would have had so many stitches. But she was telling me not to push, though.
Oh, yeah.
She was, but she did, when she checked me, she did say it was
like
time
she just
to
said
go.
You was at 10.
So I could hush and push. Yeah.
That's not...
And so, yeah, so they gave me an epidural. This is 3:45. 4 o'clock in the morning, a.m. This is the 4th of July. They start wheeling me down for surgery. And I'm still, and you know me, I'm thinking like, oh, they're going to give me more drugs, you know, so I won't feel anything.
You kept throwing up.
Yeah.
What was it? Was it the epidural?
It was the epidural. No, it was the epidural.
Yeah, you kept throwing up.
The Pitocin, I finished the Pitocin, that was fine.
Yeah.
I didn't start throwing up until I got the epidural, and they just said my body just reacted to it differently. And they say that it is, you know, some women, some bodies, they don't react well to the epidural. That's why some women don't want the epidural. Some women, it's the breeze, it's fine. They're on La La Land. I mean, I was on La La Land, but I was sick. So we went in for surgery. He was sitting right next to me. You know, they had the drape up halfway. And, you know, it's like the best experience, but I couldn't really enjoy it because I was sick. I threw up on him like twice.
Well, not on me,
but
they had a bag.
Yeah.
He was throwing up green stuff while they taking the baby out.
Yeah, why you know that moment you hear your baby cry and you look at him when they pull him over the drape, and I did that. I seen him and I heard him, but I couldn't really be in the moment, which I'm kind of sad about because I was sick. I'm like, oh, you know, throwing up. It wasn't a good thing. He enjoyed it. Well, halfway, because he was scared. I'm like, why is she throwing up? And then one of the side effects is shakes. I was shaking a lot, which I knew, but you know, throwing up and shaking, it looked scary at the moment. So, but the one nurse, while they was doing the C-section, she was nice. She took his phone because they told us we couldn't record. We could take as much pictures as we wanted, but we couldn't record. But she took his phone, and as soon as Jackson came out, she was snapping. All of her is click, 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 just snapping. We got so many pictures. That's how he got all the pictures of Jackson and his phones. Just click, click, click. And when he went over there to get weighed, I mean, I kept saying, babe, go over there and take a picture. Go see. And I heard him, his little cry. It wasn't loud, but it's that little quivering cry. It was sweet. And he said, you hear him? You hear him? I said, yeah, well, yeah, take a picture. And he went over there and took a picture. And then they gave him Jackson. He was all bundled up and stuff. Looking like, well, he was looking at me at the time.
Yeah.
He was looking at Tony. Looking like Tony. Looking like that guy. Over there. And that's all I remember, y'all. Next thing I know, I remember they were saying, you're going to feel pressure because they're sewing you back up and stuff. And I was like, okay, you feel a lot of pressure. That's a lot of pressure. Like, it didn't hurt, but it hurted. But after all the pain you went through, that's okay. And then I remember the nurse saying, well, would you like to hold him? And I'm thinking, like, how am I going to hold him if I'm laying down? I'm still high as hell. Like, I can't sit up and hold him. But she just put him on the side. That's how high I was, y'all. She just put him on the side and wheeled us back to the room.
Mm-hmm.
And he was born at 4:24 a.m. And we was back in the room by, what, 4:45? Because them, you know, sewing me back up and all that. Yeah, 5, and all cleaning him and doing all that. And my mom and sister was there. And they looked at him and like, oh, he looked like Tony. That's the first thing they said. He looked like Tony. And they left because they were so tired because they've been there since like 7 in the evening. The next birth is going to be the same?
Probably.
Like exactly the same?
Yeah,
like
I want a C-section. I want him out.
But honestly, I do want to have a vaginal birth. Like, I want to go through that. I want to experience that.
You'd probably be cutting up more with a natural birth than a C-section.
I probably will because, you know, it's more pain.
So why would you want that?
But I just want to experience it. Like, you want to experience the water breaking, you know, next.
Yeah, but I have to deal with you cussing me out. And
Honestly, I didn't cuss you
because
out.
I didn't say anything.
Cuss you out.
I said breathe because you wasn't. That's like the focus. You was just, oh, I am breathing. Well, yeah, you alive. You breathing. But I don't know.
He's waking up.
You want me to get him?
Yeah, go get him. Hey. You got it, babe? You want to say hi? Would you like to say hi? This is... He just woke up.
I don't know what y'all got going on.
I know, but I'm not in it. I did not sign no contracts, no forms. Who he look like? Who he look like? Huh? I know his father. He look like his daddy. Say hi, man. He like, wait a minute. Say hi. So that's our birth vlog. He's kind of all over the place, but like you said, he's 3 months. He'll be 3 months in a couple days. We should have done this right after. Oh man. Hey y'all, we will see y'all the next vlog. I'm gonna insert some pictures, and I think we have a couple videos of him. Yeah. We have a couple videos of our stay in the hospital. We don't have the video because, like we said, we couldn't record him coming out. But we do have some videos of him while we was in the hospital, his first couple days of life. So that's good. Yeah, we all know he looked like you. It's all right. It's all right. You ready for baby number 2? He like, hell no. Okay, y'all. So we love y'all. Please like and subscribe to our channel. Hit the bell so you can be updated every time we upload a video. And we'll see y'all later. Bye. Say bye, Jack. Okay.